Hello, everybody. My name is Anthony Williams. I am here with Donnie Crumpton.
What's up,
getting
buddy?
ready to watch the Merritt Thunderbirds go against our Solano Falcons, and at the Solano Community College gym. Donnie, what can Solano do to get the victory here tonight?
A lot of focus on defense. Hustle. They're gonna have to grind it out tonight. Box out. Make sure you box out. We're gonna keep drawing these charges. If they can do that, it's all gonna be possible tonight.
Yeah, last game we seen Rashad Tucker and a couple of other people just take it to the chest. You know, since they don't really have any shot blockers on the team, taking charges is the next best thing they could do. And as far as stopping Deion Stewart and Isaiah Davis, who are the leading scorers for Merritt with 15 and 14, how can they limit their effectiveness tonight?
Well, Solano's been real good about just being in the duration of the game on defense, just slowing, making the other team exert their energy. As far as Isaiah Davis, you know, about the second half, he's going to start slowing down. He's not going to be making all his shots because they're going to figure out on defense, see where they need to slide their feet.
Yeah, and for Solano, offensively, they have two good scorers, and Leon Williams and Isaiah Dupachan. Last game, Leon Williams didn't get to start, but Dupachan did. And we seen when one of them doesn't get it going, we seen what happens to the Solano Falcons. What can they do to make it easier on Leon Williams and Isaiah Dupachan?
Well, if the other team can keep the ball moving around, because Dupachan and Leon Williams, you see they can pick up and take fire whenever they feel like it. So if the other team can just keep chipping away at the game and make sure they don't get behind, they don't have to put pressure on them too.
Yeah, and we all know Solano is small, but it looks like Trayvon Ross is back in the lineup, which is very good for them tonight. But I think they are still going to go with Maurice Campbell, who you see on the screen. He is still going to start as the big man for the team. But having Trayvon Ross is very good because now you have another big man as a backup, and that's something they really need.
Oh, definitely. No, yeah. Maurice Kimball's definitely been stepping up. He played tremendously last game. He looked like a seasoned veteran out there. You see him out there hopping up, grabbing the rim. They're getting ready for tip-off.
Yeah, as we get ready for tip-off, both teams coming off of a loss.
Yeah, so they're going to be, they really want this W tonight. They're going to be out there biting teeth and nail.
Yeah, and we're going to see Leon Williams actually jump for the ball.
Maybe he got hops.
You know, all Williams have hops. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
As Merritt takes control of the first possession, we have number 5, Tyler Hillman with the ball. Swings it to Isaiah Davis. Davis being guarded by Dupachan. As Merritt swings the ball around, number 32, Tommy Fosca has the ball. Passes it out to Davis. Davis uses the screen for Fosca. Goes strong to the hoop. Misses. Rebound by Maurice Kimball. Kimball gives it to Sterling Thomas. Thomas gives it back to Kimball. Kimball gives it to Isaiah Dupachan. Dupachan gives it to Leon Williams. Williams gives it to Meme. Now Sterling tries to find Meme in the corner, but missed.
Yeah, a little confusion.
Yeah, miscommunication. As Aubrey Richard has the ball. Gives it to Davis. Davis gives it to Fosca. Fosca passes it to Hillman. And a foul will be called on Leon Williams.
You got to watch that, picking up them early fouls. You don't want to have to sit down.
Yeah, especially if you're Williams being one of the team's leading scorers.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to get chopped for that.
As Richard passes it to Davis. Davis gives it to Hillman. Hillman gives it to Richard. Richard looking for the down low. Richard uses the screen from Stewart. Stewart goes up strong, misses. Rebound by Kimball. Kimball gives it to Williams. Williams bringing the ball up court. Williams passes it to Andrew Meme. Meme gives it to Kimball. Kimball steps in. Passes it to Williams. Williams gives it to Meme. Meme gives it back to Williams. Williams to Dupachan. Dupachan looking to score. Dupachan gives it to Williams. Williams penetrating.
Oh, he made him touch earth.
As Maurice Kimball gets the rebound. And a jump ball will be called. And it will be Solano's ball. Yeah, Leon Williams putting the jab step into effect and driving left, and you seen the defender kind of buckle down a little bit.
Oh, yeah. He put him on skates.
Andrew Meme gets the inbound. Meme passes to Dupultron for the deep three. Misses. Rebound by Stewart.
One-handed rebound by Stewart.
As Hillman has the ball. Hillman gives it to Davis. Davis gives it to Hillman. Hillman gives it to Richard. Richard gives it to Davis on the cut. Davis gives it to Richard or Hillman. Hillman looking to penetrate. Goes up for the mid-range shot. Misses. Rebound by Sterling Thomas. Thomas gives it to Andrew Meme, and Meme will bring the ball up court. Meme being patient, setting up the offense. Gives it to Leon Williams. Williams gives it back to Meme. Meme driving to the corner. Meme gives it to Williams at the top of the key. Williams uses a screen from Kimbo, and Williams misses the mid-range shot. As Obi Richard has the ball. Richard gives it to Davis. Davis being patient, uses the screen from Stewart. Davis looking for Stewart. Stewart has the ball. Gives it back to Davis. Davis finds Hillman on the cut and gets the basket to go in.
He found Hillman on that perfect cut.
As Merritt is applying some pressure in the backcourt or in the front court. As Leon Williams has the ball, gives it to Meme. Meme gives it back to Sterling Thomas. Thomas gives it to Dupultron. Dupultron penetrating, finds Williams. Williams finds Dupultron in the corner for the three, misses. Rebound by Merritt as Obi Richard has the ball. Richard finds Davis. Davis finds Hillman. Hillman for the three. And he hits the three-point shot.
You seen Richard coming down court, and he already wanted to set something up, and they just ran a perfect line, and then Hillman came up for the three.
As Andrew Meme has the ball. Meme finds Williams. Williams finds Dupultron. Dupultron finds Kimbo.
Passes.
As Solano breaks the press. Williams being patient, setting up the offense. Gives it to Meme. Meme finds Kimbo. Kimbo finds Sterling Thomas down low. Thomas goes up, misses. Gets his own rebound.
Fight for it.
Finds Kimbo. Kimbo gives it to Williams as Williams sets up the offense. Williams gives it to Dupultron. Dupultron gives it to Kimbo. Kimbo gives it to Williams. Williams finds Meme. Meme finds Dupultron. Dupultron penetrating, goes up for the mid-range shot, misses. Rebound by Deion Stewart as the ball is nearly stolen by Leon Williams. Isaiah Davis has the ball, gives it to Hillman. Hillman passes to Richard. Richard gives it to Stewart. Stewart drives, goes up, and misses. And it will be Merritt's ball off the rebound, out of bounds.
Stewart just ran him over. No ball there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I thought it would have been, for sure, been a charge.
I guess he closed his eyes for a second.
As Leon Williams will do the duties of cleaning up the sweat off the floor.
You know, basketball player and he'll keep the floor clean.
As Davis will inbound the ball. Davis finds Stewart. Stewart gives it to Hillman. Hillman finds Davis. Davis gives it to Richard. Richard gives it to Stewart. Stewart finds Davis, but Davis bobbles the ball out of bounds.
I think that should be Thunderbird ball. It was off Dupultron. Yeah.
And a timeout will be called. Merritt Thunderbirds up 5-0 with only 5 minutes being played in the game so far. So, Dane, what does Solano need to do to get it going? Because we've seen them take a couple of shots, but they haven't been able to hit yet.
Well, I've also seen them hesitating like we saw last game, and they have to pull those open shots. Even though it's early in the shot clock, if it's open, you take it. That's a better shot than waiting, to set up and run your play, and then you might not have that shot. Don't force anything. So they just need to start knocking shots down. We'll start with that.
Yeah, we're not saying that they should be like J.R. Smith and just, as soon as touch it, just throw it up there.
Sometimes you got to shoot more to score more,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But just don't J.R. Smith it.
Yeah.
But, you know, like we seen Lou Williams, who just scored 50 points,
50?
his career high.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, just let it go sometimes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and it's crazy because Lou Williams was bouncing from team to team. And when he got to the Rockets, that's when we seen him like, oh, this is who Lou Williams is, the scorer that he is. And now with the Clippers putting up 50, his career high, it's just nice to see.
It might be a tryout for the Warriors. You never know. They might pick him up before the deadline's over.
Sterling Thomas has the ball. Gives it to Dupulchan. Dupulchan finds Thomas off the cut. And Thomas blows the layup, but he will be fouled.
Oh, Dupulchan is disappointed. He needs his money. I need that.
Yeah, Dupulchan with a great find, finding Thomas cutting to the basket.
Oh, he gave it up to get it back. You know, at least we got to the line. Let's get this pair right here.
Sterling Thomas will be at the free throw line. And he misses the first free throw.
We got substitutes for the Thunderbirds. Banks coming in, as well as number 24. Looks like they switched. What is out there? Sean Spikes.
Yeah.
And it says number 10 on the roster.
And Thomas hit the second free throw, getting the first basket of the game for Solano. And now you see Solano putting on some pressure, you know, responding to Merritt, saying we could do this too.
Yeah, you know, I want to stay neck and neck.
As number 24, Spikes has the ball. Gives it to Richard. Richard gives it back to Spikes. Spikes swings it to Hillman. Hillman for the three. Misses. Rebound by Davis. Davis goes up strong and gets the basket to go in.
That's second chance points, baby. You got to box out or else you're going to give those up all night.
As Leon Williams has the ball. Gives it to Dupulchan. Dupulchan gives it to Meme. Meme gives it to Williams. Williams finds Thomas. Thomas putting on the move, goes up, misses.
Look at that fight. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, and last touch by Sterling Thomas. As number 23, Trayvon Ross will check into the game for Sterling Thomas.
And we actually haven't seen him in a while. It's good to see him. Let's go, Trayvon.
Yeah, Trayvon Ross being the biggest player for Solano. And now that he's coming off the bench, maybe they're trying to get him back to what he was before the injury.
You don't just want to throw him to the wolves. We're going to ease you in there.
As Davis penetrates, gives it up. And Aubrey Richard thought about shooting it, but couldn't get it off. As number 13, Lamont Banks gets called, or he throws up the shot but misses. And it will be Solano's ball off the foul.
Full court press. Looks like they're going to push.
Maurice Campbell has it, and he nearly turns the ball over. Tyler Hillman just couldn't get a full hand on it, and he would have been out of bounds if he would have called it.
That was an interception.
As Andrew Meme passes it to Maurice Campbell. Campbell gives it to Dupulchan for the three, and he gets the three to go in.
There we go. He's going to get his Falcons rolling with that.
And that's what I like about Solano. If they set screens to free up Dupulchan, who is a lethal shooter, he could do a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah, find him open shots. I don't like when, you know, he has to force his own shot or even find his own shot.
Yeah, they got to kind of let him be Kyle Korver. Set a whole bunch of screens for him, let him come
I'll throw
off.
it to you over there.
Yeah.
You can need over there.
As Aubrey Richard puts up a three of his own and responds.
Hey, I've been waiting for him to shoot all night. He looks past first. He's been doing wonderful tonight.
As Maurice Campbell has the ball. Campbell passes to Williams in the corner. Williams gives it back to Campbell. Campbell gives it to Meme. Meme gives it to Dupulchan. Dupulchan finds Campbell down low, and he goes up.
I'm going to count that as an alley-oop because he jumped before
a mini alley-oop. It was a mini alley-oop. You know, got to get that one up there. And Aubrey Richard has the ball. Richard finds Banks. Banks gives it back to Richard. Richard gives it to Davis. Davis gives it back to Richard. Richard finds Davis off the curl.
My goodness.
Goes up. Misses.
That was beautiful.
And it will be a loose ball foul on Solano.
I see the Thunderbirds got some moves up their sleeves.
or it would be Solano's ball, actually. The Thunderbirds thought they got the call, and it figures out they didn't. Trayvon Ross has the ball. Ross gives it to Tucker. Tucker gives it to Dupachan. Dupachan finds Kimball. Kimball gives it to Ross. Ross finds Williams. Williams finds Tucker in the corner. Rashad Tucker thought about going up, penetrates, gives it to Ross in the corner. Ross penetrates with the hop step, goes up, misses, rebound by Banks. As Ubby Richard has the ball, gives it to Davis. Davis gives it to Hillman. Hillman gives it to Banks. Banks gives it to Richard. Richard penetrating, step back, pass to Davis. Davis swings it to number 24, Spikes. Spikes misses.
Look at Tucker grab that board like a big man.
Yeah, Rashad Tucker, we've seen him play a couple of games this season, and he definitely plays bigger than he is, as Isaiah Dupachan with the wide open lane to the hole.
Yeah, you got to take those free shots, you know. Don't be smoking up them layups.
As Richard passes it to Davis. Davis gives it back to Richard. Richard gives it to Hillman. Hillman penetrates, goes up, misses, and a loose ball foul will be called on Spikes.
I think we have to watch out for Hillman. You know, I see him pull up for a couple of shots. He's not knocking them down, but he looks like he really wants them. So once they get him going, that might be a problem for the Falcons.
Yeah, Hillman looking like a volume shooter. Like, he has to find his stroke, and once he gets that stroke, then he can be lethal.
It might be a Clay day, you know, like Clay Thompson.
I hope it doesn't get that far back.
I wouldn't mind seeing it.
You'll never know. As Rashad Tucker brings the ball up court, finds Isaiah Dupachan, but the ball is just too far ahead of him.
Too much heat for the meat.
Solano continuing to put pressure on the Thunderbirds, as Tommy Fosca has checked back into the game. Number 22, John Shanice has checked into the game. As Hillman has the ball, gives it to Shanice. As Hilali also checks into the game, and Hillman throws up one,
there it
and
is.
he gets it to go in.
Okay, now he ready. He pumped.
Yeah, Hillman hitting his second three-point shot of the game. As Anthony Jones, who checks into the game, goes up for the layup.
Go. Just take that. Good finish.
Goes up strong, body to body contact, and finishes the layup.
Get the contact. No hesitation. Oh, he hit him with a hezzy.
Hillman finds Hilali. Hilali gives it to Fosca at the free throw line. Fosca goes up and hits it.
Baby, you know?
Yeah, when you play power forward, the mid-range shot is where you need to live at.
Look at him eating.
Fosca gets the steal, gets to Hilali, and Hilali gets the layup to go in.
They're picking up pace here.
Rashad Tucker looking to throw the ball in. Inbounds it to Sterling Thomas. Thomas gets away with a curl. As Anthony Jones finds Thomas in the corner. Thomas gives it to Dupachan. Dupachan gives it to Tucker. Tucker finds Ross. Ross gives it to Dupachan. Dupachan finds Anthony Jones for the three. Misses. Rebound by Tyler Hillman, but a foul is called.
We got Leon and Maurice coming in.
And I believe Sterling Thomas was called for that foul. And Tyler Hillman will inbound the ball to Kareem Hilali. And Hillman will bring the ball up, actually. Hillman being guarded by Anthony Jones. Hillman uses a screen, finds Fosca off the curl. Misses, but Fosca will head to the free throw line.
Hillman with wonderful eyes to find that find the Foscas.
As Tommy Fosca, a 50% free throw shooter on the season. And with the score of 17-10, Merritt up by 3 points with 9:17 left. And Fosca makes the first one.
You know, we're going to have to see more from Trayvon Ross tonight because we've been missing him these past couple of games. They've needed some size, and Fosca's looked like he's going to put some pressure on the Falcons, and we're going to need Trayvon Ross to step up and use his size, you know.
Tommy Fosca, the forward out of Castro Valley High School. Yeah, my uncle tried to get me to go to Castro Valley High School.
Why you didn't do it?
I didn't want to. Yeah, that's too far from my friends, so I didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Oh, my.
Leon Williams putting on a show.
Don't do that again, you know?
I think he turned up the heat a little bit.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
that's...
got the water boiling.
He changed gears on them.
And Leon Williams being the leading scorer of the team. We need to see more from him. The past 2 games that we broadcasted, we didn't see too much from him.
Definitely. He's going to have to stop being afraid to shoot the open shot.
As Rajon Washington misses the corner 3. Rebound by Hillman. Hillman being guarded by Anthony Jones, putting on a few moves, gives it to Isaiah Davis. Davis gives it to number 35, Derek Bell. As Tyler Hillman steps on the line. You got to watch your feet in that corner.
Well, we've seen that last game. Probably at that same spot. It gets real small over there.
As Rashad Tucker will inbound the ball, and Tommy Fosca is in his face. But Tucker finds Williams. Williams finds Meme. Meme goes up, gives it to Kimball. Kimball gives it to Meme. Meme gives it to Williams. Williams swings it to Dupachan for the 3. Dupachan misses. Rebound, gets his own rebound.
Good hustle by Maurice
Finds
Kimball.
Andrew Meme. Meme looking to penetrate, but gives it out to Rashad Tucker. Tucker gives it back to Meme. Meme gives it to Dupachan. Dupachan gives it to Kimball. Kimball finds Williams. Williams for the deep 3. Misses. Rebound by Tyler Hillman. And Hillman finds Foster at the free throw line. Goes up, misses. Rebound by Bell. Bell steps on the line.
They're gonna have to box out there. Definitely playing some small ball right now. And when Fosca's out there and the Bell, it's not looking too good size-wise.
As Maurice Kimball has the ball. Gets out of the trap, gives it to Rashad Tucker. Tucker dribbling between 4 defenders, finds Meme, but Tucker gets called for traveling.
Hey, you seen his foot just drag? It's all right, Tuck. I seen what you was trying to do. You see him dribbling through them defenders, though?
Yeah, and at what point in the game do you put Trayvon Ross and Maurice Kimball in at the same time?
Well, if you're a coach, you probably want to do that soon. That should already be something you have in mind. And Leon gets the steal.
Leon Williams playing great defense, getting a steal and gets fouled.
That keeps your team boosted up. You know, I'm down there fighting. I'm getting dirty for y'all.
And Maurice Kimball will inbound the ball. And Merritt will make some substitutions. As Leon Williams finds Tucker. Tucker finds Dupachan off the screen. Dupachan hits another 3-point shot.
Oh, no, he cut on him to find that space, and even with the help of Foscas, he couldn't stop that.
Yeah, Dupachan has a quick release, so if he gets it up, then it's going soon after.
It's like a catapult.
As Merritt has the ball, finds Fosca. Fosca putting on some moves, mini hook shot, and gets it to go in.
Big man moves. I mean, if you're a big man, that's what you'd be down there, just down there eating.
Oh, yeah, that mini hook shot, that was my move. Still is, till this day. As Maurice Kimball goes up for the 3, misses. And Aubrey Richard has the ball. Setting up the offense, calling the play. Finds Halali. Halali finds Stewart. Stewart gives it to Davis. Davis with the spin move finds Richard. And Davis will get called for a charge,
baby.
And Rashad Tucker taking one to the chest.
He's on a streak, like he gets one every game. This man is dangerous.
Yeah, like it's in his contract to see if he could take this many charges.
You know?
He gets another 100,000 or something like that. You know,
he's in college. He probably gets a Gatorade or something.
Coach taking care of him. Stay hydrated, Tucker. As Meme has the ball. And no communication, gets picked from behind. Kareem Halali going strong to the basket. And the layup will not count.
Oh, they're going to take it from him.
Yeah, I think he took one more dribble. It didn't look like he did.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to you if I'm a ref.
As Merritt will inbound the ball. Davis looking to pass it. Finds Banks. And
good defense by Tucker.
The ball was poked away by Rashad Tucker. Yeah, the last couple of games we've seen Rashad Tucker really putting his all out there, sacrificing his body for his teammates. He's really the heart and soul of this team.
Oh, he definitely keeps them in the game. You know, you need charges, you need all that. You know, those are extra chances to score the ball.
As Obi Richard puts up a 3, misses, rebound by Banks. Banks with the post move, goes up strong and gets it to go in.
He looked around and he said, like, I'm the biggest person down here. I'm just going to spin. I'll turn around and put this up.
Yeah, you know, as a post player, you got to make sure you have that space to put the moves on, because when you're putting on moves, you're not really looking around. So
yeah. No, he just felt him on his back and he was like, okay.
That's all you got to feel. That's all you got to feel. As Lamont Banks shooting 55% from the free throw line, and he misses the and-one opportunity.
The E-monster.
Andrew Meme finds Sterling Thomas. Thomas finds Dupulchan.
There you go.
Dupulchan finds Meme. Meme finds Kimball. Kimball penetrates, gets the ball poked away, but gets it back. Leon Williams has the ball. Gives it to Dupulchan. Dupulchan finds Williams. Williams finds Thomas in the corner. Puts up a 3, misses. Rebound by Merritt. As Obi Richard will bring the ball down court. Gives it to Davis. Isaiah Davis finds Kareem Halali. Halali finds Banks. Banks finds Stewart. Stewart going strong. And he misses the N1 opportunity, but he will head to the free throw line.
And let's see if he can make the free throw this time. You know, free throws count. They always count in the first quarter and the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Deion Stewart, the forward out of Elk Grove High School. He is a freshman, but he is the second leading scorer on the team. And he shoots almost 70% from the free throw line, but he misses the first free throw.
Yeah, his percentage is going down. You want to keep that up, you know. Maybe I'll have him practicing free throws at halftime.
My coach used to always have us practice free throws.
You miss free throws, Anthony, I'll have you practice too.
Yeah. But Deion Stewart hits the second free throw, so he doesn't need much practice. As Leon Williams has the ball.
Got open man, Leon.
Finds Trayvon Ross. Ross gives it to Meme. Meme gives it to Thomas. Thomas finds Dupulchan. Dupulchan for the 3. Misses. Rebound by Trayvon Ross.
There we go.
Ross finds Dupulchan again. Dupulchan goes up and will head to the free throw line.
There we go. There's that size by Trayvon Ross. They didn't have that. You know, they probably wouldn't have got that rebound last game. And that's what I'm saying. We're going to need that size from him to tip these balls, keep the ball into play, and now we're at the free throw line.
Yeah, Trayvon Ross, he is the leading rebounder on the Falcons. And like you say, he keeps the ball alive and gives the Falcons second chance opportunities. As Isaiah Dupulchan, the freshman out of Sheldon High School. As Tyler Hillman will bring the ball up court. And Solano now playing a 2-3 zone, trying to protect the paint. As you see them moving great. Now they go into man-to-man. Trayvon Ross guarding Tommy Foska. And the ball was poked away. But Davis tried to save it, and it hit the out-of-bounds line.
But you know what? That's the stop the Falcons need. They're going to start one by one. You know, we'll start changing up some defense, see what'll work for them.
Yeah, Trayvon Ross gives it to Andrew Meme. Meme finds Dupulchan in the middle of the court. Dupulchan finds Thomas. Thomas gives it to Meme. Meme setting up the offense. Meme directing Dupulchan. Dupulchan for the 3-point shot, and he gets it to go in.
Oh, he wanted that one. That was He was kind of pressed up on him, but he pulled up and he wanted it more than Hill wanted to block that.
Isaiah Dupachon with his third three-point shot of the game. As Lamont Banks has the ball, finds Hillman. Hillman gives it to Richard. Richard finds Davis. Davis gives it to Richard. Richard for the three. Misses. Rebound by Trayvon Ross. Ross finds Isaiah Dupachon. Dupachon gives it to Meme. Meme gives it to Ross. Ross finds Dupachon. Dupachon for another three. And he gets another three to go
he
in.
Get his tongue out.
Oh, yeah, I think he's going to have the Klay Thompson performance tonight.
He really doing something.
Dupachon with his fourth three-point shot of the game, and Merritt calls a timeout.
He's splashing tonight.
With a score of 24-21, Merritt still up by 3 points. But if Isaiah Dupachon keeps shooting the way he is, this lead will soon go away.
Oh yeah, this is just like the last we seen the other night. They were just having an off night that night, but tonight, they're having a great night so far, and the game's close. The game is actually everybody's playing wonderful. Tucker's drawing charges. It's right now I can't ask for more, but I can always have more. So
yeah, and this is without Leon Williams. Yet still haven't been able to get it going. But I feel like he will soon, or at least in the second half, he will. But right now, it's the Isaiah Dupachon show. And, Dane, what can Merritt do to stop Isaiah Dupachon?
They're big man. They have to get more in his face. They have to start putting a hand on that ball instead of just putting a hand in his face. Because he looks right through it, and he's looking at that rim, and he's getting splashed every time.
Yeah, Isaiah Dupachon coming off a couple of screens. Like I said earlier, if you free him up, he's most likely going to hit the three-point shot. And like you said, the big man haven't been able to fully get to his shot yet. You don't have to block it, but at least make it hard for him. Get close to his body, but don't get too close.
Where he has to change it,
As Obi Richard will bring the ball up court. Richard finds Hillman. Hillman thought about the three, finds his teammate. Obi Richard has the ball. Richard finds Shanice. And Leon Williams has the ball off the Sterling Thomas rebound. Williams gives it to Thomas. Thomas finds Jones. Jones gives it to Williams. Williams directing the offense, gives it to Jones. Jones finds Dupachon. Dupachon gives it to Thomas. Thomas swings it to Williams. Williams goes up with the layup, and he gets it to go in.
He shaped his body perfectly to finish that. I just gracefully
Oh yeah, I think Leon Williams heard us up here talking about him, saying he needs to get it going.
Yeah.
And right now with the way Williams and Dupachon,
they're about to spark a fire.
Oh yeah, they're definitely feeling it right now. Solano playing great defense on Merritt, and Obi Richard
he
finds
almost stepped
Foster.
out, but he just finds.
Obi Richard with a beautiful find to Tommy Foster. The Williams needs help in the backcourt. Dupachon, they have a 2-on-1.
What? Don't wait! My goodness.
They had a 2-on-1 advantage, and Anthony Jones pulls it out.
And now they have their defense set up.
As Anthony Jones has the ball. Williams coming off a screen. Williams faked the screen, goes up, finds it.
Nice. Come on, you got to finish that, Trayvon.
Yeah, he found Trayvon Ross, but missed. Trayvon Ross missed the layup opportunity. And now Merritt has the ball. Banks gets picked, and the ball will go out of bounds.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They have to stop. If you have a 2-on-1, why are you pulling back?
Yeah, you have to go full force at him. Just attack the man.
Pound it every time.
Yeah, because at the very least, you're going to the free throw line. As Maurice Kimball comes up with a steal, and Isaiah Dupachon pulls it out as he gives it to Anthony Jones. Jones slowing up the offense, gives it back to Dupachon. Dupachon finds Thomas. Thomas gives it to Jones. Jones finds Williams. Williams finds Dupachon off the screen. Dupachon gets picked by Tyler Hillman. Hillman finds Richard. Richard gives it to Hillman. Hillman gives it to Richard. Richard looking to penetrate. Finds number 22, John Shanice. Shanice misses. Rebound by Duplichan. Duplichan finds Williams. Williams going up strong, and he gets the layup to go in.
Focus. He focused on that and threw it off the backboard. But you see Richard with the double tap behind the back?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Richard, yeah, putting on some handles.
Throws it.
As Deion Stewart cannot complete the mini alley-oop.
Because I would have counted that as an alley-oop too. That's crazy.
And Leon Williams has the ball. Williams finds Kimbo. Kimbo gives it to Jones. Jones gives it to Kimbo. Kimbo looking to penetrate. Finds Thomas in the corner, and Thomas travels.
He walked to the house.
Yeah, Thomas taking a couple of steps. You know, it's hard when you think you're jab stepping,
but you're not.
Yeah, but that second leg kind of picks up too, and you just can't do anything about it. As Ubby Richard brings the ball across half court, finds Tyler Hillman. Hillman gives it to Shanice. Shanice finds Richard. Richard finds Shanice, but the ball is picked off by Isaiah Duplichan.
Like a cornerback.
Duplichan finds Sterling Thomas, and Thomas finishes the fast break layup. Yeah, I don't know how Duplichan got that in there.
Yeah. Oh, he threaded that needle.
As Ubby Richard finds Hillman. Hillman goes up and almost makes it. And at the half, Solano is up by 1.
Falcons take the lead.
Solano with a score of 27-26. Solano up by 1 point after being down most of the half. Dane, what did you see from Solano that gave them the lead?
They started making open shots. They made all the shots in the last game that they missed. But it's wonderful to see them make them. Duplichan is splashing, and that's wonderful to get him going. And we see Leon Williams picking up. He's down there fighting for balls, and Duplichan's even dropping off dimes. They've definitely picked up, and now they have the half going in. I mean, they have the lead going into the half. This is great, but yeah.
And like you said, Isaiah Duplichan being the man of the half, what can they do to get Leon Williams going right now? Because if you could get both of them going at the same time, then this Solano offense is going to be pretty hard to stop.
Leon just has to take his open shots and stop trying to give everybody a hezzy or a pump fake. And that's all it is, because they're finding him open looks. He's coming off screens and he's getting the ball, but he pump fakes and runs right into the defense. So if he just pulls up his shots, because he's got the shot, he's got that touch, he can drain it easily. And then you'll have Duplichan and you'll have Leon go.
Yeah, and for this Merritt defense, what can they do to stop the offense, the Solano offense that's starting to pick up?
They got to use their size there, because now Duplichan and them, I see Duplichan pulling up on contested shots, and they're going in because he's no longer afraid of their big man. Their big man are not big man to him. Foscus and Bell, they have to have that presence, not just the size. So put a hand up, because hand down, man down. And that's how they're going to stop the Falcons.
And thank you, Dane. We will be back for the second half very shortly.
Another episode of On Campus. I'm your host, Marjorie Anderson, and today I'm joined with special guest Mrs. Celia Esposito Noy, Superintendent President here at Solano College. Celia, what brought you here to Solano College as the Superintendent President?
Well, I saw this as a great opportunity to serve the community. This is a college that is really part of my community. I've lived in Solano County since 1998. And I've always driven outside of the county and worked at other colleges. So when this opportunity became available, I thought this is really a chance for me to work really in the community that I call home.
And that's super great. We're glad to have you here. So tell me, how was your experience in college? What led you to be in education?
Well, I always tell students that I really had no career plans or path other than I thought I would go to law school, and I thought I would study civil rights and educational law. But I decided early on that probably law school wasn't going to work for me, and so I really didn't know what I would do next. I ended up working at Chabot College in Hayward, running the tutoring center. That was my first introduction to community college. And after about 3 years there, I went on to graduate school to Stanford to study in administration, policy analysis, and higher education. And at that point, it really solidified for me that really I wanted to stay in higher ed, and this was a career path for me.
So I'm sure being the superintendent president is really busy. So tell me, how do you manage to balance your personal life with being a superintendent president?
Well, that's what a lot of people always ask about, sort of that work-life balance. And, you know, I don't strive for that because I don't know what that looks like. When I'm here, I'm 100% here. I will be here as many hours in a day as I need to be here to feel as if I've attended to the business that needed to get done that day. When I am home, I'm also here because on the weekends and evenings I'm attending to emails, I may have phone calls, I'm attending events. But when you take on a job like this, you know that it's 24/7. And so you expect that really your social life will become part of your work life and your work life part of your social life, and you just make it work.
Well, you sound very dedicated. I strive to be like you when I grow up. So how do you like to spend your free time when you do have free time?
Well, that is a challenge. I play tennis, so I started playing tennis again. I will go to theater productions, to sporting events. I like to spend time with friends that I ordinarily don't get to see any longer. I also have family in the Bay Area that I help take care of. So there are plenty of things to keep me busy when I'm not at work.
So when you're getting ready for work and you're in the car driving, what is your music playlist? What is your go-to song that you like to listen to?
Okay, so that depends on my mood and what I'm heading into. I would say I have a very eclectic collection and preference on music. I love the 1990s rap, Heavy D and Tupac, the classics. But I also listen to the Broadway channel. And I know a lot of the musical soundtracks because I did musical theater for about 7 years. So I also listen to that. And then sometimes I'm listening to MSNBC. And so I am one of those people in the car, even in a 20-minute ride, I'll probably push 6 buttons over the course of 3 to 5 minutes until I find something that I can listen to.
Well, that's pretty cool. You sound like me. I have like a little mixture I have going on when I come here. So, what do you enjoy most about being the president here at Solano College?
This is a great place with great people. From the moment I got here, I knew that people wanted some change to happen, and everybody's been a great part of that. And that's all I can ask for, you know, is that when you're a president superintendent, you never do this work alone. It really is dependent on everyone, and that includes students and staff, faculty, the community, managers, and this has just been a great place where we could make things happen, and in particular, make change happen. And that was really an important part of my work here.
And I'm so glad that you mentioned change because I really wonder, where do you see Solano College in about 5 to 10 years?
Well, one of the first things that we wanted to do was really make sure that we had repaired our relationship with the community. I think we had been a college that had overcommitted and under-delivered, and I think we had done that with students as well. So one of the first things we're working on is really cleaning up how we deliver services, some of the basics. What does registration look like? Is that an easy process for students? How do we communicate with students just basic messages? So those are some of the fundamental things that we need to do. Next is what we've already started doing, which is developing new programs, and in particular programs that will get students either transferred within a reasonable amount of time and or into a career. So that's the next big plan, and we've already begun that. In 5 or 10 years, we should really be a college that hopefully will offer 2 bachelor degrees. I'm hoping that we will expand some of our outstanding programs that we have here in career and technical education, in the sciences. I'm hoping that by next year we get a medical school pathway program going, similar to what we have currently with the law school pathway. So this is a great place, full of opportunities. There's a lot of good energy. And so I think in 5 and 10 years, there are things that will happen that we don't even know exist yet.
Well, gee golly, I want to come back and be another student.
Well, come back and be a faculty member. How's that?
Yeah, definitely. So I know that a couple of years ago, I was stalking your Facebook, and I noticed that you took a trip to Morocco. How was that?
Well, that's the last trip that I've taken abroad. So that was 10 years ago. And that was a trip that my husband and I did with a group where we went to Spain, Portugal, Gibraltar, and Morocco. And Morocco is quite an interesting place because it really brings together cultures from Africa and Europe. Morocco is about a 30-minute ride on a ferry from southern Spain. So you see a lot of influence of both Spain and Africa in the food at both locations, in the architecture. But it also, by going to Morocco, gives you a very different non-Western perspective. And I was really looking forward to that. And so it was a very interesting opportunity. I love to haggle at the marketplace. And because I did that, we purchased an incredible rug, handmade rug, that was retailing for probably $3,500. And I was able to haggle it down to $1,200. So I was very proud that I was able to do that in Morocco. And it's really a beautiful piece of artwork that hangs on our wall. So a great opportunity. Probably be another 10 years before I get to travel like that. But it's always a wonderful opportunity to see how worlds really are so much alike.
That sounds amazing. I wish I could go there eventually. That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Well, Celia, thank you for stopping by the Solano
Absolutely.
College Sports Network.
Sure.
And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
I've been taking classes here for years now, so I've never actually had a class that I enjoyed quite like this one.
No, I think it teaches you a lot about, it's confidence building to me.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's great.
Nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have. And POF with this program lets you be as ambitious as you want and lets you express yourself the way a teacher should let you.
So, like I said, it's really gratifying to us to be able to help in a way where we can see immediate results. And I think the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
Get the hands-on experience.
I mean, on-the-job training is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge in this industry.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Cut three, hold the shot. Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether it's behind the scenes or on camera,
then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
We are back for the second half. Solano up 1 point with a score of 27-26. Donnie, we seen Isaiah Duplichan, who is the man of the hour right now. What can he do to get going even more?
Don't stop hitting these threes. He's got 4. If he can keep stacking up like Jenga, they'll have a wonderful night. They got these charges coming from Tuck on the defense, so they're really great on both ends of the floor.
And we have Tommy Fosca putting up the first shot of the second half. And he gets his own rebound, goes up, and rebound by Andrew Meme. And I seen Andrew Meme warming up for the second half, and he was hitting a couple of threes. And I was wondering.
Well, that's another one for Duplichan, but keep going.
I was wondering, why doesn't Andrew Meme shoot them during the game?
That might not be his role. I see sometimes him, Leon Williams, and Duplichan, there's a little confusion out there because at all times somebody's trying to facilitate and nobody's looking to shoot. And so that could be your answer right there. But I mean, he has the shot. Like you said, he was warming up, and but maybe he just feels like it's not his role, but maybe he needs to be JR.
And we have Deion Stewart, who just got the basket to go in and will now shoot a free throw for the N1 possibility. 6'6" forward out of Elk Grove High School. And being 6'6", Jesus,
I mean, you need to be dunking, so we should probably see him be dunking in the next half. But he misses the free throw. Kimball gets the rebound.
And Meme, who has the ball, gives it to Leon Williams. Williams gives it back to Meme. Meme gives it to Kimball. Kimball gives it to Leon Williams. Williams penetrates, goes out strong.
That's another finish.
Gets the basket to go in.
That's the second time he's finished nice at the rack like that.
Leon Williams taking it strong to Lamont Banks in the paint. And Tyler Hillman has the ball, drives, goes up strong, and misses the layup, but will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, the Thunderbirds haven't scored in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the last half. So, I mean, they kind of slowed down towards the end, and they're looking to pick up here. But the Falcons are already kind of chugging up.
Yeah, and with them not scoring with the last 2.5 minutes of the first half, that just shows you how much Solano turned up their defense.
Oh, yeah, they flipped the game upside down. They started pouring it on them offensively. And Trayvon Ross comes back in the game.
Yeah, Trayvon Ross making a big impact in this game, getting rebounds and just keeping the big man limited to the point where we didn't really see that the last 2 games we broadcasted that he was out.
Yeah, he was, and they needed that. They need second chance points. They need big men down there to compete with the other team's big men.
Sterling Thomas puts up a mid-range shot and gets it to go in. And Tyler Hillman will bring the ball up court. Hillman gives it to Davis. Isaiah Davis gives it to Albie Richard. Richard gives it to Davis. Davis swings it to Hillman for the three, and Hillman misses. Rebound by Leon Williams. Williams gives it to Trayvon Ross. Ross gives it back to Williams. Williams finds Dupulchon. Dupulchon puts up another three, misses, and Sterling Thomas just can't get to the ball fast enough as it goes out of bounds.
That was just a little heat check by Dupulchon there.
Oh, yeah, you know, my heat check is way worse than what he just put up. My heat check would have came almost at the wing, you know, at the Solano Falcon wing, but we all have our differences.
I think he's Steph.
As a timeout will be called. But speaking of Isaiah Dupulchon, the last game we seen, it looked like he hurt his hip, but with the way he's playing now, we see that hip is no longer hurt.
Yeah, he came back stronger. Sometimes I don't get some people, they get injured and they bounce right back. That's, maybe you have super bones or you drink milk or whatever. But it's good to see him back, and he's coming back strong, so.
Yeah, and with Isaiah Dupulchon hitting 5 threes in this game, that's already 15 points.
Yeah, add it up.
As Isaiah Davis passes it to Tyler Hillman. Hillman getting pressure, gives it back to Davis. Davis finds Hillman again. Hillman gives it to Richard. Richard looking for Banks down low, but can't get it to him. Richard gives it back to Davis. Davis penetrates using the screen. Gives it to Richard. Richard with the mid-range shot. Misses. Rebound by Hillman. Hillman goes up strong and misses. Rebound by Sterling Thomas. Thomas gives it to Leon Williams. Williams finds Dupulchon. Dupulchon uses the screen from Kimball. Trayvon Ross gives the ball to Leon Williams. Williams gives it to Dupulchon. Dupulchon drives to the basket, goes up strong, and the basket will be called off. And you see Dupulchon
he's out there jumping.
He couldn't believe it.
Definitely feeling himself tonight. I love to see that, though,
Yeah, I thought it was good, but maybe he traveled while going to the basket, and that's what called it off.
He got excited and forgot about his feet.
As Dupulchon goes back to the basket, misses. Rebound by Trayvon Ross, giving the Solano Falcons a second chance opportunity.
That length once again.
As Dupulchon has the ball. Dupulchon gives it to Williams off the screen, but it's blocked by Lamont Banks. But Maurice Kimball comes up with the ball and gets it to go in. Yeah, Maurice Kimball with the, hey, look what I found, and just went strong to the basket.
Hey, Leon got blocked, but he pulled up for that shot, and you know what? That happened because of it, so I'll take that.
And Tyler Hillman crosses up. Dupulchon goes up strong, misses.
He's got to finish
Rebound by Trayvon Ross. Ross gives it to Williams. And like you said, you do have to finish those.
Yeah, he sized them up for skates and everything.
But Hillman picks Leon Williams with the step through and gets the layup to go in.
Because I was going to jump on the court if he didn't finish.
What are you doing? Well, Leon Williams being guarded by Hillman, but switches off to Stewart as Dupulchon gets it, looks for Williams, gives it to Williams. Williams gives it to Ross. Ross penetrating, goes up strong, and gets the mini shot to go in.
Nice. They didn't have that size in these other games. Everything Trayvon Ross is contributing, the Falcons love it because they don't have that. They usually have Tucker down there trying to make that happen.
Yeah, Trayvon Ross, he's really the only player who has a post game for the Solano Falcons, and without a post player, you're really limited to just shooters on the court. And Tyler Hillman doing his thing.
With the big finish. And I think he heard me. He probably does hear me up here. I'm pretty loud. But, yeah, he probably heard me talking about him, and he's got to finish now. That's what I like to see. Then you got Washington coming in. It's going to come in from Maurice Kimball.
Tyler Hillman, the 6'4" guard out of Michigan High School. Hillman also, he's shooting 41.7% from the free throw line.
Free throws is a hard thing, but I feel like you have to knock them down. It doesn't matter if you get to the line. You probably should practice for this. Shoot 100 free throws or something, because free throws, I can't stress enough how much they are.
Yeah, that's Hillman hit the free throw. And Rajon Washington gives it to Dupachon for a 3, misses. Rebound by Leon Williams. Williams, he misses Dupachon wide open in the corner as Ross finds Dupachon. Dupachon gives it to Washington. Rajon Washington gives it to Williams. Williams finds Thomas. Thomas gives it to Dupachon. Dupachon finds Williams. Williams gets called for a traveling. And it will be Merritt's ball.
I'll start walking, Leon.
As you get a good look at the Solano bench.
Yeah, they're down there breathing hard.
Obi Richard gives it to Isaiah Davis. Davis finds Deion Stewart. Stewart going strong to the basket, misses. And last touch by the Thunderbirds. Solano's ball.
Yeah, I see the Thunderbirds are forcing up some shots out there. It's different when you play down. Like usually we've been seeing Solano play down, but they're up right now and their game is a lot more relaxed.
As Rajon Washington gets fouled by Deion Stewart. And Isaiah Dupachon communicating with Leon Williams. I think he was telling him he needs to be the one getting the ball.
Hey, you got to step up and come get it.
As Leon Williams has the ball now. Williams finds Sterling Thomas. Thomas finds Dupachon. Dupachon gives it to Washington. Washington gives it to Williams. Williams penetrates, goes strong to the basket, and gets the and one opportunity to go in.
That'll get you going. Go to the free throw line. It's a little easy, nice little startup shot, and then we can get you spread out all around the floor.
Yeah, the basket will count, and Leon Williams will head to the free throw line. And as soon as I seen the body contact, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna put this up. And
that's that's his third finish tonight that he finished with that contact like that, and I like it. I like it a lot.
Leon Williams, the 6'3" guard out of Vanden High School. You're a Vanden Viking yourself.
I'm a little Vanden guy myself. We put out some talent. I like soccer myself, but.
As Williams can't convert the and one opportunity, and Merritt will take control of the ball. Tyler Hillman has the ball, and he travels. Yeah, I've seen those feet shuffle before the ball hit the ground.
He was trying to dance before he put the ball on the ground. Give me that.
Yeah, got to put the ball on the ground before you move your feet. As Leon Williams has the ball. Being guarded by Tyler Hillman now. This is a great matchup.
Oh, yeah. Great point guards.
And Sterling Thomas penetrates.
Why is everybody walking to the store?
I didn't see that travel.
I mean, if the refs is calling it, somebody saw it because they usually don't call it.
Man, yeah. I've seen some bad travels in my life.
Yeah, timeout. We gotta get ourselves together.
Both teams. And during this timeout, Dane, we've seen some great basketball so far from both teams. Merritt, their offense kind of got stopped by Solano in the first half. But what can they do to get back to what they were doing before?
Well, I've seen Richard and Hillman. They have nice chemistry together. They were finding open shots. They had some nasty cuts earlier in the first half, and they kind of just. I don't know. They strayed away from that. I don't know why teams stray away from what works, and then they got to get Foskis back out there and Bell because the size thing. All we have is Trayvon Ross. So if they want to use that size advantage against us, put the big men out there and make us run. We run small ball either way. So yeah, that's what Merritt can do to get this going.
And for Solano, what can they do to, close this game out? Because we've seen in the past that. They get up, but during the last couple of minutes in this game, they kind of fade away and stop hitting their shots and just disappear completely.
I mean, you got to keep stepping on the gas and put the foot on their neck because, Dupachon has to keep pulling. He's missed his last maybe it's three-pointers, but that doesn't mean anything. You keep shooting. You want to score, you got to shoot more. Make them afraid of your shot. And then, you know what? I'm going to draw you out to this three, and now I'm going to take it inside. Now they have that open for them. They've had these shots falling. So just consistency.
And Sean Spikes inbounds the ball to Kareem Halali. Halali finds Tommy Fosca down low. And Trayvon Ross inbounds the ball to Williams. Williams gives it back to Ross. Ross finds Sterling Thomas. Thomas finds Williams across court. And Leon Williams being guarded by Deion Stewart now. As Stewart goes tumbling, and Leon Williams gets wide open for the three and gets it to go in.
That's the opening shot. He down there talking to Stewart.
Yeah, I seen Leon Williams chit-chatting a little bit. As Kareem Halali gives it to Tyler Hillman. And Hillman gives it to Tommy Fosca. Fosca being guarded by Ross. As Deion Stewart pulls up for a three and gets it to go in.
He said match.
Yeah, Trey drew a three.
You can have that back.
As Isaiah Duplatron finds Sterling Thomas. Thomas goes up for the mid-range shot, misses. Rebound by Kareem Halali. Halali going full court. One-man fast break with the step through and gets the ball to go in.
I step right, I step left, and I left you back there.
As Isaiah Duplatron, I thought he was going to pull up for another three. He pulls it out and gives it to Leon Williams. Williams gives it to Rajon Washington. Washington finds Duplatron. Duplatron penetrates. Too much body contact, and Isaiah Duplatron looks to be cramping up a little bit.
Hopefully it's not that same.
I think, no, it looks like his calf this time.
I'll go get some Gatorade. You remember when LeBron cramped up?
Oh, I've cramped up myself like that.
You got to get your electrolytes right, baby.
Yeah. Sometimes you need salt in your body, too. It's just all type of things.
Eat a banana.
Yeah, potassium. Oh, trust me, when I cramped up, all I was eating was bananas, fried bananas, regular bananas. Like, man, I'm getting tired of bananas.
Whatever you like.
Leon Williams penetrates, but will get fouled.
Hey, Leon had them jumping out the gym. That's when my hezzy works. That's when my hezzy works.
Oh, yeah, and now you see Solano setting screens for their two scores, which is something that really works out when you can get your scores open.
Yeah, just open looks. I don't have to dribble and find my jump shot. I'll focus on the shot.
As Andrew Meme with the step through, but will get fouled by Kareem Halali, and Andrew Meme will head to the free throw line.
You know, with the up and under mans, it looks like they're getting their other weapons going. You know, they're not just going to burn out Leon and Duplatron. Get Meme going. Trayvon's getting second chance points. They got Maurice Kimball out the floor. They're ready to do some damage.
Andrew Meme, the 5'8" guard out of Wilsey Wood High School. And like I was saying earlier, if Andrew Meme could be more aggressive and get his shots, because there has been times where he's been wide open, but he just pulls the ball out or he looks to pass first.
Yeah, I mean, he's a point guard, so at times I understand that, but down there he took it upon himself to get that, get himself to the line.
And Kareem Halali finds number 22, John Shanice. And finds a cutter. Sean spikes down low.
Halali with that beautiful find. That's like Hawkeye vision.
As Trayvon Ross gives it back to Leon Williams. Williams finds Meme. Meme gives it to Ross. Ross finds Kimball. Kimball gives it to Rajon Washington. Washington gives it to Williams. Williams penetrates, goes up strong. Will be blocked by Derek Bell.
Give me that.
Maurice Kimball
he's about
now
to do it again.
Gives it to Williams. Williams in the corner gives it to Meme. Meme puts up a three, and he gets it to go in. Oh, my
Stop
God.
looking at me, Anthony. That's
I'm telling you, Andrew Meme during warm-ups, he was hitting them. And he hit the deep three.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, that shot came from Oakland somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't know that he worked like that.
As Trayvon Ross.
I thought that shot was going to be short, and then it splashed in everybody's face.
It looked good to me. I'm like, hey, is that going on? Oh, yeah, that's going in, definitely. And the foul was caught on Deion Stewart. Andrew Meme will inbound the ball. And Merritt still applying some pressure. Andrew Meme with the ball. Meme uses the screen from Kimball. Finds Kimball on the cut. Kimball can't handle the ball and will call a timeout.
Good job by, Kimball to call that timeout rather than to wait and get a jump ball call. And this is college, and it's probably not going your way.
Yeah, because in college, they don't jump for it like they do in the pros. So if you have to go with a jump ball, it's either one team's possession or the other.
I don't bet on that.
Yeah, and great job by Maurice Kimball by having the awareness to call a timeout instead of, possibly giving the ball up anyway.
And then you have a, 45-47 game. The game's too close to be given up easy to like that.
As both teams come out of their huddle. Andrew Meme will inbound the ball.
You got the Thunderbirds getting big down there. They got Spikes and Bell in there. And Stewart.
And that's why Solano has Trayvon Ross and Maurice Campbell in at the same time.
Double size.
As Trayvon Ross looks for a Dupultron. Finds Dupultron. Dupultron goes up for the three. Misses. Rebound by Kareem Halali. Halali really pushing the ball up court. Goes up for the layup. Misses.
His hands
Rebound by Merritt. Merritt can't get anything to go in. Derek Bell has the ball. Gets blocked by Leon Williams, and it will be Solano's ball.
Hey, I hate blocks like that. You go up so strong and someone's just behind you and just rolls it out. Like, don't do me like that.
Oh, yeah, like, especially when you go up and, like, a smaller defender just comes out of nowhere and just slaps it. I'm just like, man.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah. You're not supposed to do this to me. As Leon Williams drives baseline, finds Andrew Meme. Meme finds Dupultron. Dupultron penetrates. And I think the referee missed a foul on there.
But we're men, so we just, take the ball the other way. So.
Street ball. As Kareem Halali sizes up Leon Williams. And Deion Stewart misses the three. Isaiah Dupultron coming the other way. Being guarded by Stewart now. Dupultron putting on a few moves. Goes up strong, but it's blocked by William Stewart and number 24, Sean Spikes.
Yeah, I guess not in his house.
As Halali finds Stewart. Stewart gives it to Spikes. The ball is poked away. Derek Bell has the ball. Falls out to John Chenzi. Leon Williams brings the ball up court. Finds Trayvon Ross.
With the no look.
But Leon Williams will be called for a charge.
And he dished that off, though. I wouldn't have called. You know what? I noticed, Anthony, that if I was a ref, I wouldn't call a lot, so I probably shouldn't be a ref because I wouldn't have called that.
I said the same thing. Because I wouldn't have called that either. And it's just so many other plays where I look at it, and I'm just like, I wouldn't have called that.
It's, we're biased. We're biased.
Yeah, I probably tuck my whistle in my pocket.
Go to put that away.
Like, if y'all see something, go ahead and call it. As Rashad Tucker and Anthony Jones check into the game along with Sterling Thomas. And also Tyler Hillman is back for the Thunderbirds. As Kareem Halali sizing up Dupultron. Finds his teammate. Tyler Hillman has the ball, goes up strong, and misses the layup, but will head to the free throw line.
Man, he's going to want both of these because now it's getting to the time if you weren't making your free throws before.
You better make them now.
Oh, yeah.
And Tyler Hillman, again, a 41% free throw shooter. He only averages 4.5 points per game, but the way he's been scoring in this game, you wouldn't think so.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. Not at all. He moves very nice on the court, chooses his shots very nice.
As he missed the first one. And he makes the second free throw. As Maurice Campbell gives it to Rashad Tucker. Tucker gives it to Thomas. Thomas looking to take Deion Stewart. Dupultron has the ball. Gives it to Anthony Jones. Jones finds Tucker. Tucker finds Thomas. Thomas drives baseline, goes up strong with the reverse and gets it to go in.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah, he has some sauce on that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a whole bunch of barbecue sauce on that one. As Kareem Halali has the ball. Gives it to Spikes. Obi Richard checks back into the ball game.
Pull up.
Hillman will pull up, misses, and rebound by Spikes, but he will be called for. He will get the ball back. Merritt will get the ball back. Loose ball foul was called on Solano.
Yeah, I see a size discrepancy out there with Hillman and Jones. That's a mouse in the house.
Kareem Halali finds Sean Spikes for the three, and he gets it to go in.
Big man got stroked.
And he looked at Sterling Thomas after that shot.
Hey, he said, talk about it.
And the ball will go out of bounds, but it will be Solano's ball. As Maurice Kimball finds Anthony Jones. Jones being guarded by Obi Richard. Jones tries to find Sterling Thomas, but the ball is kicked by Deion Stewart.
Leon gonna come in for Jones. They also got Meme getting ready to check in.
Yeah, Andrew Meme will check in for Isaiah Dupulchon, giving him a brief rest with the game coming down the stretch. As Leon Williams finds Andrew Meme. Meme uses the screen from Maurice Kimball. Meme tries to cross
don't
over,
have
but
that package, baby.
Oh, Maurice Kimball using a couple
But I
moves.
do. But I
and he
do.
gets it to
But
go
I
in. Maurice Kimball, that was beautiful.
Oh, that was fire.
With the spin move, then a lefty.
Then the finish. That's can't teach that.
Definitely, yeah. He's been in my book. That's from my book.
Your book.
Yeah, that's out of my book. He found my book in the locker room somewhere. As Maurice Kimball will shoot a free throw, the 6'4" forward out of Freedom High School. And he gets the free throw to go in, completing the and one. Kareem Halali has the ball, being guarded by Rashad Tucker. Halali gives it to Hillman. Hillman gives it back to Halali. Halali finds Spikes, and Spikes hits another three.
That's another spike. What more do you want from that man?
Sean Spikes hitting his second three of the game.
Keeping his team in the game. You know, stretch it out. Since nobody wants to work inside, give it to me outside. I guess the big man and, long shot works sometimes. That's why everybody tries to do it.
And a timeout is called by Solano with their lead getting decreased to 2 points.
Yeah, they're going to have to – this is when they're really going to have to strap down and, continue scoring the way they've been scoring. If I've been working this way, I'm just going to keep pushing through. Don't stop because they're figuring out what works for them. The Thunderbirds, I see they got their big man out there, and, that's what they realize, we're just going to go back to this, and that's why you have this close game again. So it's back to a grind again. So what you think about to happen, Anthony?
I think Solano is going to get this victory. That's what I think. I think Isaiah Dupulchon and Leon Williams is going to be too much down the stretch for the Thunderbirds to get back into this ball game. Even though they're down 2 points, I just don't see Solano really giving up this lead in the ball game.
Yeah, you don't want to give up no lead in the ball game, but we see 20-point leads get blown and far worse. So 2 points that ain't nothing.
As Isaiah Dupulchon will continue to get some rest. They're really saving him for the final 5 minutes, maybe.
Maybe he'll come out and splash.
As Andrew Meme has the ball. Meme being guarded by Halali. Meme finds Rashad Tucker. Tucker gives it to Leon Williams. Williams gives it to Sterling Thomas. Thomas gives it to Meme. Meme goes strong finds Leon Williams for the three, and Williams hits the 3-point shot.
Open shot. We're going to knock down open shots every time.
Halele being guarded by Rashad Tucker. Halele gives it to Richard. Richard gives it to Spikes down low. Spikes goes up strong and gets it to go in.
Spikes has been doing work. Big man work.
Spikes scoring 8 points in the second half.
Oh, yeah. He did, them 2 threes, and he just went up strong right there. I just asked what more could you want from that man, and he gives us more.
He gave you more. Sterling Thomas will inbound the ball. Thomas finds Rashad Tucker. Tucker being guarded by Obi Richard. Tucker using the screen from Thomas. Thomas finds Leon Williams off the curl. Williams penetrating, goes left, and gets the ball to go in.
With the left. He should hold his left hand up.
The whole ball game, just hold it up like that, man. I see you, Leon Williams, do your thing. Making all the Williams proud in his, his lifetime.
You wiping off tears, everything?
Oh, yeah. Making me proud over here. As Rashad Tucker will get called for a blocking foul. And
if they can get Vasquez going, they've got a barn burner on their hands because Spike's the big man doing work. If you get your other big man doing work, that's big man work.
Yeah, and not to mention Tyler Hillman has kind of slowed down.
Yeah, that's
in the game.
Sad.
And Halele missed the free throw. And like you said, free throws right now really count, but the Thunderbirds shoot 62% from the free throw line as a team.
Yeah, it's not great.
And Rashad Tucker drives.
Oh yeah, he slipped and he traveled.
Yeah,
it's okay, Tuck. Just give up the ball and get back on on defense.
He kept the pivot foot down, kind of, but maybe it moved.
But he slid, There's some ice down there. It's all right.
As Halele passes it to Hillman. Hillman finds Richard. Richard gives it to Spikes. Spikes pounds down low, and a charge call will be called.
I think the refs feel like that Spikes is doing too much work. How can we stop this man?
As Sean Spikes will take a seat. And in for him will be Lamont Banks.
I don't know if they should pull him out yet.
And Trayvon Ross will inbound the ball. Ross finds Sterling Thomas. Thomas bobbles the ball. And Thomas brings the ball up court. Thomas gives it to Rashad Tucker. Tucker setting up the offense, calling the play. Tucker gives it to Ross. Ross looking for Williams and finds him. Williams uses the screen, denies the screen by Ross with the spin move, but airballs the layup. That's Kareem Halele putting on a few moves, and he just tossed one up so he could go to the free throw line.
You know what I saw from the last finish he had that did that? I don't think his hands work like that. He can't put that Kyrie spin on the ball.
He's putting too much spin on the ball to the point where it's just not.
It's just going up and coming down.
That's it.
I see Davis about to check in, and I've been waiting on this Richard Hill and Davis trio going on.
Yeah, that's the trio that they had starting off the game, and that's what was working for them. And since then, Hillman or Davis hasn't really been getting going.
But you know what? They haven't all been on the floor at the same time, and that's how they work. They weave very nicely together.
And I'm going to try to pronounce this. He went to IBN Rashik Izara High School.
You probably did. You did a way better job than I thought you were going to do because we were both looking at it like that.
I'll ask Brian after the game to see if I got it right. As Rashad Tucker has the ball, uses the screen from Trayvon Ross. Tucker gives it to Thomas. Thomas gives it to Williams. Williams gets open, gives it to Ross.
You see Duplichin down there looking like Frogger, ready to pounce on the game.
And Obi Richard was called for a foul. Or it was called on Fosca. But Obi Richard probably can't believe that Solano got bailed out.
Yeah, with a pointless foul because we're in a bonus, baby.
As Sterling Thomas hits the first free throw. And Deion Stewart will check back into the game. And also Isaiah Dupachon checks into the game.
Yeah, we're bringing that fire back. Fire.
And Kareem Halali has the ball. Being guarded by Andrew Meme. Halali tries to find Stewart down low, but the ball travels out of bounds.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and on that one, Deion Stewart tried to keep his position, but sometimes you got to come out and get the ball.
You got to come get the ball. Come to it. Maybe it'll work next time.
And Trayvon Ross gives it to Andrew Meme.
You had Kimball. Open your eyes.
Meme.
Yeah,
I heard him call timeout, but the referee didn't hear him, and
I knew it was going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, got the jump ball, but Solano will retain possession.
Well, they saved the timeout then.
But now, if it comes down to it, the next jump ball will go to Merritt.
Yeah,
and that's something you don't want.
Hey, it's just the game we play.
As Trayvon Ross will inbound the ball, finds Leon Williams. Williams gives it to Dupachon. Dupachon gives it to Kimball. Kimball travels.
Kimball.
Yeah, Kimball taking the jab step, but didn't get the ball down in time by the time the second foot hit the floor.
It's almost like releasing a clutch. You got to do it perfectly. Or else I'm calling you for traveling.
And Isaiah Davis with the mid-range shot, and he gets it to go
with the
in.
pull-up.
Isaiah Davis, I almost said Thomas, but Isaiah Davis with the heavy and mid-range shot. As Andrew Meme gives it to Dupachon. Dupachon gives it to Leon Williams. Williams being guarded by Obi Richard. Williams finds Isaiah Dupachon.
You gave him some.
Deion Stewart with a little too much aggression and pushes Dupachon. And Isaiah Dupachon will head to the free throw line. And Isaiah Dupachon being the team leader from the free throw line as far as percentage, but he missed the first free throw.
Yeah, that's not good at all because the game is still very close.
But he gets the second one to go in.
Nah, I'll take it. Oh my goodness, what was that?
It was something bad. As Isaiah Davis has the ball. Davis putting on a few moves, goes up strong, and gets the ball to go in. And this is the time where it's going to be the Isaiah Davis show.
It's just a 2-point game.
As Isaiah Dupachon,
they better not let it be a show.
Gives it to Ross. Ross finds Williams. Williams gives it back to Ross. Ross gives it back to Williams. Williams.
Oh my goodness! What is going on?
Williams. It looked like he was giving it to Kimball, but Kimball might have.
He was like, nah.
Yeah, I think Kimball took his eyes off the ball, and it just sailed out of bounds.
Man, that's terrible.
And Maurice Kimball will take a seat. Isaiah Davis penetrates, gets fouled.
Oh my.
But moving screen will be called on Deion Stewart, I believe.
Bailed out.
And that will be 4 on Deion Stewart.
I guess, use him if you got him.
Yeah, but I believe one more and he's out, and he's the team's second leading scorer.
Yeah. Hey, hopefully. Because Leon's shooting it. Hopefully, what?
Yeah, Deion Stewart, the forward out of Elk Grove High School. Leon Williams will shoot the free throws. And he gets the first one to go in. Williams taking his time, and he gets the second one to go in.
There you go. Tune out the whole gym and just make both of them.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, I said it like it was that easy. Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, you have people like Andre Drummond. Even though he's having a better year at the free throw line, he's still not a great free throw shooter. And Solano will now get ball.
You got to find the open man. You always got an open man.
That's Trayvon Ross.
There we
hesitates,
go.
But he gets the ball to go in.
I've been waiting on that all game. If somebody's double teaming you, that means somebody's open.
Yeah, great job by Leon Williams finding Trayvon Ross wide open, going down the court. And if you're Isaiah Davis, the clock was running, but he let the ball roll on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Isaiah Davis goes up for a mid-range shot, misses, rebound by Leon Williams. Williams being guarded by John Chenise. As Trayvon Ross gives it to Isaiah Duplichan. Duplichan goes up.
Oh, Duplichan is stripped at the rim.
Yeah, stripped. Foul not called. And Kareem Halali goes up.
Finishes strong.
And Leon Williams has the ball. Williams finds Meme. Meme gives it back to Williams. Williams finds Ross. Ross gives it to Meme. Meme setting up the offense, taking his time, running out the clock a little bit.
Oh, what is that? Oh my goodness, what's going on?
And the ball went backcourt, but I think the Merritt player touched it, so that's why they didn't get the backcourt violation.
This is some crazy ball right now.
And Solano getting sloppy on that possession, and now it would be Merritt's ball. With just a little bit under 2 minutes left, the score is 64-60. Solano leading by 4
press
points.
up on him and make him pick that up.
And Andrew Meme now guarding Halali as Isaiah Davis gives it to John Chenise, and Chenise gets the corner three to go in.
What was that? That looked like some NBA stuff.
I didn't see what happened.
They were trying to get caught on each other, and Trayvon Ross, you know, he didn't want any of that in the end. But
oh, you mean when they get tangled up?
And they're like,
Andrew Meme finds Ross. Ross gives it to Meme. Meme with numbers gives it to Sterling Thomas. Thomas gives it to Isaiah Duplichan. Duplichan gives it to Williams. The ball gets poked away by Isaiah Davis. Solano will retain possession.
Yeah, Davis is trying to do everything right now. He's trying to keep his team in the game, defensively, offensively.
And Sterling Thomas looks for somebody to inbound the ball to. And that's number 5 on Deion Stewart. That is number 5 on Deion Stewart. Andrew Meme will head to the free throw line. And Deion Stewart is fouled out.
Well, at least it's not the NBA and the crowd isn't yelling at him and, you know, doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Tommy Fosca will check into the ball game for Deion Stewart. Meme hits the first free throw.
Good job by Stewart. Still again, use him if you got him.
Meme hits the second free throw.
That's big. That's real big.
Yes, putting Solano up by 3 points now with 1:26 left in the ball game. Dane, what can Merritt do to get back into this game and possibly grab the lead?
I think it's going to be well, there's been a lot of traveling calls and stepping on the lines, and they have to cut that out. Both teams have to cut that out if they want any chance of getting a win out of this game. Merritt, they're picking up. Davis is having a show. If they get Spikes back in there, they get some threes. They got Foscas, they got some size out there. Solano they can't put their foot on the brake at any point. You know, these turnovers where Kimball's looking down for a second, not wanting the ball. That can't happen right now. All that stuff can't exist right now.
Yeah, and if you're Solano, do you focus on defense or do you focus on offense and try to put the game away?
Offense, because, I mean, defense never stops, but offense, if you stop scoring, that's you've seen when teams stop scoring. I just over the top with that. I keep scoring. You have to keep scoring, you know.
Yeah, so if you're going the offensive route, then you must look for a double chime. Well, most likely double chime, because since he subbed out, he hasn't been able to get it going like he did in the first half.
Yeah, maybe he's cooled down. He's cooled down. But Leon's keeping him going. And then the hustle from Maurice and Trayvon, and then Mime, and then we got Tuck in there. Maybe we'll draw a charge. And then that's we'll have your defense, and then, we got the offense already. That's why we're up now.
Yeah, Isaiah Dupultron not in the game right now. Halili gives it to Shanice. And Shanice gets away with a travel.
Yeah, I seen it.
As Isaiah Davis goes up strong, misses. Rebound by
same team,
Maurice Kimball.
Same team, y'all.
And it will be.
And they made that Thunderball ball.
It will be the Thunderbirds ball. And the referee, I don't know what he called.
Hey, there's some confusion out there.
Yeah, they're going to talk it out.
The coach out there, he doesn't look like he's too amused with this.
It will be Thunderbirds ball. Davis will inbound the ball to Banks.
Got a mouse in the house with Tuck down
gives
there.
Gives it to
Davis.
Richard for the three, and Richard gets the ball to go in.
Okay.
And we have a ball game.
Splash.
With just a little under a minute left, the score is tied 66-66.
Hey. Don't look at me, Anthony.
Dane, I have to ask you, what can Solano do to close out this game?
Oh my goodness! That's why I said you can't stop scoring. Because sometimes offense. If you have better offense, I'll always beat your defense. That's why you got to keep putting up them points. They are gonna want to, keep Leon going. Maurice Kimball definitely has to put up some points right now. And on the defensive end, box out. Don't step on the line. We're on the same team. Communicate. Just little stuff. You don't want to lose stupid mistakes. Make a three at the last second to beat me.
Yeah, you're going for the heartbreaker.
Yeah.
The final 3-point to close the game out. As you can see, Isaiah Dupultron checks back into the game, along with Leon Williams, Andrew Mime, Trayvon Ross, and Maurice Kimball.
And maybe Dupultron has, maybe he's got this last minute in him to give you something.
Yeah, I think they're going to free up Dupultron and get him an open look at a three-pointer, and then just try to play defense if he misses it. As Trayvon Ross has the ball, Ross gives it back to Mime. Mime bringing the ball up court. Mime using the screen from Kimball. Mime gives it to Ross. Ross uses the screen, or Dupultron uses the screen. Ross has the ball. Ross gives it to Williams. Williams gives it to Mime. Mime gives it to Williams. Williams gives it back to Mime. Mime for the three. Misses. Rebound by Obi Richard.
Oh, no. They just put the game in their hands.
And Merritt will get last possession.
They turned off the shot clock.
Isaiah Davis with the ball in his hands.
Maybe he will be IT.
Being guarded by Leon Williams. Star versus star. Oh, my God.
This might be a heartbreaker.
Davis gives it to Richard. Richard gives it, Kevin Halili. Kareem Halili.
Goodness.
Kareem Halili with the dagger possibly. Kareem Halili with the three-pointer to possibly put this game away. Solano still with 1.7 seconds left, and the coach for Solano will call a timeout.
Early before the game when they were warming up, me and Josh were looking at him, and he couldn't make a shot to save his life. And he just saved his life.
Saved his life and the team's life. And I am shocked. Kareem Halali.
We were just talking about a heartbreaker. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were talking about the three-pointer to put it away, but
I happened to be a two. His foot was on the line.
Oh, okay, two-pointer.
And that's the come on, Duplichin.
Yeah, if Solano can hit a three-point shot, and it looks like they have time for about like a dribble and a pull-up.
You know what? To keep it lit, like they just need to go to the rack and take this to overtime because Duplichin ain't been shooting all that great to be putting up no last-second shots like that from the three.
That's a possibility. But if you're Merritt and Solano does try to go to the hoop, what do you do? Do you play the three-point shot or do you play the two?
You play the three-point shot. You lose if you give up a three. you go home after that.
Yeah, but you were saying Solano hasn't really been great from the three-point line. So, but I get what you're saying. Play the three and
play smart.
But
they have to. Okay, they've been pressing him like this all game. They have to find the open man.
They're going to try to free up Williams and get him to go down court. That's what they're going to try to do. We seen that, I believe, 2 games ago.
Yeah, that's their plan. They have to get it from coast to coast. That's going to be hard, Anthony.
I mean, hey, we've seen a lot of things happen in many basketball games.
Hey, but Halili made Meme lose all balance. He almost made him touch earth.
Yeah, Meme was playing. He thought he was going to catch and shoot it, so he closed out. And
he's like, nah,
Halili took that dribble to the right, and we seen what happened. And as you can see, Tommy Fosca playing the deep ball just in case.
Yeah, this is...
As you can see, Tommy Fosca with the interception, and the ball game is over.
Well,
with the score of 68-66, Merritt Thunderbirds win on a Kareem Halali jump shot. And Danae, how does it feel like just a nail biter ending like this?
Me, I'm fine, but for the Falcons, that hurts. Like, I felt like I summoned that on them. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. That's a terrible way to let the game go. You guys played a wonderful game. Sorry, guys. Better luck next time. But wonderful game from Duplichin. Duplichin, his shooting was off the charts. That was Maurice Kimmel and then Trayvon with that size. That's why the game was close like this. It was great tonight.
And if you're Solano, how can you prevent this from happening again?
Free throws, Anthony.
Something that you always talk about.
I'd probably keep my team out here and we shoot some free throws,
Yeah, but we can't. They can't stay out here because we have the girls' game next.
I don't care, Anthony.
And with that being said, I am Anthony Williams here with Danae Crumpton. We will be back in a minute for the women's game. And our next game will be on the 19th, I believe.
Yeah.
That's the next game we are broadcasting for the men. And we will see you for the 19th, the game on January 19th.
Yeah, maybe we'll have some more heartbreakers.
Hopefully not.
I'll summon it.
Thank you, guys, and thanks for watching.
You keep telling me to make it, yeah, to the spot where we would stay lit, and finish bottles never wasted, yeah, 'cause that's where I'm from.